So in this example, we are going to find the derivative of the function 6 times the square root of x plus 10 divided by x to the 7th. Before you start taking the derivative, when you're dealing with roots and powers of x in the denominator, I suggest, to make things easier, is to rewrite everything with using your exponent rules, so that everything is in the numerator and you have all of your expressions written in exponent form, and that will make this a lot easier. So I'm going to rewrite this function as 6 times x to the 1/2. Instead of writing it with the root symbol, I'm writing it as to the 1/2 power plus 10 times x to the -7. Using exponent rules, that x to the 7th can come up in the numerator if you switch the exponent to be negative. Okay, now it makes it easier to find the derivative using your exponent rules. So my derivative is going to be, I take the 1/2 and pull it down in front and multiply it by the 6. So I have 1/2 times 6, that gives me 3x. And then I have to subtract my exponent by 1, so that gives me a -1/2. Then, same thing with this, I take my exponent and multiply it by the coefficient in front, so that gives me a -70x, and then I make that exponent go down by 1, so that's going to be a -8. And this is my derivative. Now, the question says write the answer without fractional or negative exponents. So, if we're going to write the answer without fractional exponents or negative exponents, I just have to rewrite this derivative using my exponent rules. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite f prime, my derivative. The -1/2 tells me, in the exponent, tells me to flip it downstairs to make it a +1/2. The 3 does not have a negative exponent. Only the x has a negative exponent. So the 3 stays in the numerator. Then x to the -1/2 comes downstairs as a positive when you flip it. So that makes it a positive exponent. Same thing with this x to the -8. This -70 is not raised to a negative exponent, so that's going to stay in the numerator. The x to the -8 is going to go downstairs as an x to the +8. Then the last thing we need to do is, it says no fractional exponents either. We took care of the negative exponents, but we still have a fractional exponent. So x to the 1/2 would be written as the square root of x in the denominator. And then I have -70 over x to the 8th. So all of these are equivalent, they're just written in different forms. But this is the form that the program is asking you to put your answer in.